Hey, good morning, guys. I wanted to talk to everyone here for a few minutes about a book that I recently wrote. So this is a children's book. Um, it's called Who Hung the Stars in the Sky, and essentially, it's a young reader's book. It's a very simple book, just kind of an introduction to Jesus, to God, to the Bible. Um, Very simple, fun to read, easy to keep up with, and it's written in a rhyming pattern so that children can easily associate the words and remember things from the book. So, um, wanted to let you guys know that it's definitely out there and that you should check it out. Now, you won't find it in any major stores because I am an independent author. It could be in stores. I could actually have it sold in stores right now, but I chose not to do that because most people don't understand how independent authors work and what it's like to be one. So, a lot of people out there seem to still think that if your book is an independent book, that it's because it wasn't good enough to be published through a publisher, which simply isn't true. The fact is, the money is better if you're an independent author. The marketing is a lot harder, reaching the audience is a lot harder, and keeping an audience is a lot harder. So there's a lot of downside to being an independent author um, initially when you first really start to look at things. But there are people out there that have done great at being independent authors. In fact, they've done so well that when it comes to yearly book rewards and things like that, you have um, old brick and mortar stores and publishers fighting, companies like Amazon to make sure that the independent authors don't win awards over authors that everyone knows the names of and things like that. But the simple reason for something like my book to not be in stores is simply because of the way the return rights work on books. So, for those that don't know, if I was to put a book like this one into a store and someone went and purchased it, and say that they took it home and they read it to their kid, and they're one of those people out there that goes out, buys a book, reads it real quick, and then returns it to the store. I'd like to think people don't do that, but the fact is, I even know a few people that do that, and I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's funny. But what they don't understand is when they return that book to a store, that store doesn't just put it on a shelf and resell it. They can't put it on a shelf and resell it. They actually return it to the publisher, and when they return it to the publisher does one or two things depending on what you've chosen to do as an independent author. They either send that book to you, and you pay the shipping and handling plus the fee that the store paid for the book, or you can have them destroy the book and you still pay the fee that the store paid for the book. So if you have someone out there that rips up your book and then returns it, to a Walmart, or Target or whoever, and that place sends the book back to you, and now you have to pay for that book. So, um, if you sold the book to Walmart at the absolute bottom price where everything that they make is pure profit, because that's typically where they're going to buy it or else they won't buy it, then what happens is, say you sold that book to them for $4.50 and they mark it up to $8 and sell it, and you make $1 off of it. Well, you made $1 off of a $8 sell, and now when that person returns the book back, that book comes back, and now you have to pay that $4 that Walmart paid plus the $3 that they would have made on the commission plus the shipping and handling. So that dollar that you just made just got wiped out because you just paid $12 to have a book come back to you. So that's why you see a lot of independent authors not putting their books in stores, is because they don't want to have to contend with that. This is why you see us mainly online in places like Amazon and things like that. Now, you will see us online. For instance, my book is at Target, um, but it's online only, and the return policy is that you cannot return it, which is why it's only online only. It's why you will not see it carried by any major book retailers. Because I don't want them to buy a book, and if they don't sell it or they don't market it or something like that, then they return it and I have to pay for all of that and lose a ton of money. So this is why a lot of these guys do this online. It's why I've done it online. But the reason for this video is because I want you guys to understand kind of what goes on in the independent authorship, but more importantly, I want you guys to see the book that I did here, because I'm hoping that people will buy it because the message is great. It's simple. It's not preachy. It's not overdone. It's about being loved and and an adventure. So the book is simply titled "Who Hung the Stars in the Sky." Um, the illustrations were done by my wife's cousin. She is a great artist, and she took the time out to do these for us. And I'll show you a page from the book here. I'm gonna see. This is Tiffany meeting her local fireman and their dog. Um, and so it's just been a great book. I've sold quite a many copies um, through my own, by buying the book and then selling it, to people in the neighborhood, things like that. But I'd love for you guys to go out and get a copy of this and share it with someone. Send it to a church, send it to an organization, put it in a doctor's office. I'm going to say just get it out there. And, even if you have to buy it online, where I don't really make any money on an online sale, I mean, it's very minimal. Um, I'll put it this way: to make tens of thousands of dollars, I'd have to sell millions of copies through Amazon. So, so I mean, certainly not making a living off of it, that's for sure. Um, but would still love to see you guys buy and share it, because the message is what's important. The book itself and the money from it, it's nice, and it'd be nice to sustain myself from it, but the message is more important. It's as simple as that. It's got a couple of reviews on Amazon already, just from people in my neighborhood that purchased it and really liked it and went online. But I'm going to say definitely, check it out, share it. We live in a world right now where God is hated, God's people are hated, and it's getting crazier and crazier every day. And a lot of us that are adults, we know the truth, but we've not been sharing the truth, or we've only shared it with other adults, and it's those little pity party talks that people have, where they get together and they're like, I can't believe this is happening, I can't believe that's happening. Well, if you've read your Bible, it shouldn't be a shock that any of this is happening. But the sad part is that while a lot of people are still shocked by what's happening, even more people aren't teaching their children anything about God. They're telling them, hey, you believe in Jesus, that's what we believe. And, the kids grow up and they say, yeah, I believe in Jesus and whatnot. What does John 3:16 say? And they're like, who? What? What is that? That's not good. That's not good. We have to do better for our children. We really do. We have to do better for our world. Um, Otherwise, we're going to be in a place where we're going to lose it. It's not going to be a good thing. So, anyway, that's all. You can find the book. Just search it online. "Who Hung the Stars in the Sky" by Michael Benningfield. Get a copy. Enjoy it. If you want to order a ton of copies, message me directly. My Facebook page is in the link. Feel free, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to order copies myself so that you can get them at a discounted price. You have to pay for them, and there's a little bit of wait time for turnaround, just depending on how quickly someone like Amazon can get them printed out. But by all means, I'm gonna say reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to get you copies at a cheaper price if you're needing a bunch of them. But other than that, I'm gonna say God bless, guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time we have a video to post here. Bye.